Good day everybody, this is going to be a quick solo camp video, but also since I'm going to sleep out in the bush again outside of Pretoria East on a game farm there, I'm going to test the Amplify down. This is the Amplify down Lite with an extreme of I think of risk of -5, but since the winters here get at least 0 or to -5 degrees, I have the Thermolite as well. I'm going to test that out in the field. So this is going to be a quick field test as well with this. So let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy this with me. Enjoy. As I was saying, carrying 2 bags really shows you how important it is to keep fit and have a healthy lifestyle. Should this be a bug out situation and you're not fit, you're not able to carry your equipment, it can be a complete vital situation. So always keep fit, and I haven't yet found a nice spot to settle down, so I'm gonna walk around in this area and see if I can find a quite nice, decent and a semi-concealed spot though. I think this is going to work. Nice underneath the pine trees, not that tall grass, lots of fallen old leaves for isolation, and here should be a nice clean spot. Open it a little bit, nice and lots of leaves, nice place for the tarp. I can put a ridge line between the bush and the tree as for a tarp cover, which I'm going to use the old South African Defence Force army tarp, the army poncho. It's going to be a shelter, just a roof over the hammock, and yeah, quickly time to set up camp. I am going to make a circle of rocks here for the fire, just for safety, and also it's quite a little bit concealed. Let me just quickly turn around for you guys. So it's a bit away from the road there at the end, it's away from other houses, so the fire shouldn't really take too much attention or draw too much attention from the locals. So yeah, this is going to be a nice spot from the leaves above, nice under the trees, which means if the dough falls during the evening, which can be cold, most of that's going to stick to the leaves, and most of that will not actually touch my shelter. What's nice about this area though is I can actually, there's a lot of pine cones lying around and a lot of wood, dead branches and stuff, so I'm going to collect firewood later on as well. And yeah, but first of all, I'm just quickly doing a perimeter check and then I'm going to set up camp. So I've actually cleared up nice and smooth over there. Luckily the soil is so soft, really nice. I had to remove 1 or 2 rocks, dig them out for the holes, but that wasn't actually that bad. So what I'm going to do now is collect a lot of grass, fallen leaves, to make as thick isolation as I can, because when tonight comes, the sun goes down, and especially tomorrow morning at daybreak, it's going to be absolutely cold. So I'm going to try and make as much isolation as I can. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to place my tarp, the 2x2 meter. I don't know what that is in feet. We are intelligent, we use the metric system. So I'm going to fold it double, extra layer, then I'm going to put that hammock tent onto that, do the ridge line, and yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. Okay, so for those of you who think content creating is easy, think again. Everything gets hooked, you get hooked. Here in the African bush, there's thorns everywhere. It's not that easy, it's not always that. We make it look easy, but it's not. Ask anyone to do this. But here we go. There she is, my sleeping pad, an area for the evening. But I'm quickly going to climb inside and just feel if it's comfy or not. Okay, so this is pretty much what it looks like. Put my bag here behind me as a pillow. I took out one of my jackets and the mylar. I'm not going to open my sleeping bag just yet. I do that right before I go to bed, just to preserve it, and you know what, insects and weather and all those things. But I'm going to quickly turn the camera around and show you guys what it looks like from that side. Alright, so as you can see, it's quite a bivvy setup. This thing can go way bigger, but it is what it is. So just going to be for one evening. I don't really get claustrophobic that much, but yeah, there's plenty of leg room and foot space, and so the sleeping bag should be quite fine because I'm going to sleep in a mummy, that kind of system. So yeah, as for comfortness, actually not that bad really. The isolation actually is actually quite comfortable. I can feel it here and there a little bit, but it should actually help, and it's quite soft really, so that little bit of isolation and grass and things underneath really helps. It's really nice. It's quite comfortable, so I won't have, depending on the cold, that too bad of a night's rest. So yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. Sun's going down, if you can see over there. During the winter, sun goes down very quickly, so I am going to gather some firewood. I'm going to just quickly make a pit over there, and if I have time, some rocks around, but most of these rocks are big. It's going to be a lot of work. For now I have to do priorities first and gather some wood. There's a lot of small twigs and stuff around. There's actually a quite nice log over there. Where's the focus? Which I can just cut up and I can make some firewood. As you can see, a nice high fire pit. Here in our area in the winter it's dry season, so if all of this catches fire, it's complete chaos and a nightmare. So nice fire pit, almost fell on my eyes there, and not too close to my sleeping area. So that's it now, as daylight is quickly turning into less. I have to go get firewood. As you can hear, I'm out of breath. This actually takes a lot of energy. For those of you guys who think this is quick, it's not. Look at this. I found a gold mine. All these pines, look at all these pine cones. Apparently they burn very nice, and they're very nice for braai, so collect as many of these as I can, waiting for my friend, and get some coffee going. Now I'm about 40 to 50 meters away from the campsite. Everything I do usually like this is for a prepper bug out survival situation. I don't know if this actually classify as bushcraft. I would really like to know more about that and get into that. But a nice concealed sleeping area there. If you can zoom in quickly, there you can see there's the tarp and the whole setup, the army poncho actually. So it's quite nice, nice concealed, and the further away you go, the more concealed it'll be. Nice in the shade, good spotting, good location there. So yeah, quickly back to camp, get that wood, pie and coke, come back and enjoy an African sunset. Yeah, so there is my friend's tent and his chair, and going there to mine. It's fairly nice, close to each other, so just for security reasons. And the best thing you can have eating like this, great company. So I hope this is enough. Pine cones, some twigs, wood, that log, and a pack of wood I brought. And apparently I heard that coke kills fire, so just as a precaution, let's hope we do not need to waste that. You know, my friends, there are a lot more things important than working and paying bills. Something called life. Coke, pie, chocolate, and watching the sun go down. So I'm gonna pan for that. There we go. Look at that. This is life, sitting in the African bush with the African sunset, praying, spending quality, quiet time with the Father in heaven. Absolutely amazing. So now with the sun going down, it's going to get cold. Get my thermal underwear on, prepare for the night. So me and my friend actually went to go get some braai vleis from the locals. They actually had a thing going on the farm, but I love doing this more. So get dressed nice and warm because it's going to be cold. And yeah, it's been a nice day. It's always that the first day, setting up, doing everything is always such a rush. From tomorrow morning, should be bit more relaxed. I'm looking forward to having a coffee here later on, sitting next to the fire. My place where I get my head straight is next to that fire. So yeah, I'm not going to shoot too much during the night as we didn't bring enough lights and so on, but I'll try and shoot something. But still waiting for my friend to come back. You can see it's pretty much almost dark now. That's why I've got the LED light and I've got all that. I'm going to quickly make a coffee. So I'm going to use cotton ball and Vaseline, which is the petroleum jelly, to start my fire, to use as a kindling. And going to have a nice fire going, and just going to pack some sticks, going from small to big, and yeah, let's quickly build this fire. So we go, we'll take the highs and lows with us while we sing forever free from here. So our meat is done. I'm at my last worsie. It's almost time for bed. We're going to enjoy the last piece of the fire and the coals. Then we're going to turn in, test that sleeping bag, the first ASCENT down Lite. But before we do that, a quick another coffee. Then I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside of my tent there. So the fire is almost out. We're on the last coals. Coffee almost done. What the real man needs before bed. Toasted marshmallows cappuccino. So the jackals are howling in the distance, so it should be interesting to hear them tonight. But yeah, I can feel the cold coming closer. The real South African Transvaal cold is coming. It's going to be a cold night, should be interesting, but I'll let you guys know in the morning how it was. Alright guys, here you have the setup, the first ASCENT Thermolite sleeping bag with the thermal liner as well. That's going to be my pillow, one of my jerseys. I do not have one of those blow up pillows yet. It's going to be an upgrade or a sponsorship in the future, but this is what it's going to look like. As you can see, it's a little bit claustrophobic, but I don't mind, it's really not that bad. Alright guys, I'm all tucked in. 5 pairs of thin socks, thermal pants. I'm wearing my normal bug out clothing, so it's a thermal shirt with a shirt, 2 jackets, my beanie, buff, and all this. So the last time I was here, I was freezing my ass off. This time I'm not, so I think I will be fine. I do, however, have my Mylar should I actually need it, but I think I'll be fine. So I'm going to say good night, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning everybody. The sun is coming up, there's a cold breeze going, and we are technically sitting here around the fire like a bunch of hobos. Water's boiling, but I'll get into my comments about the sleeping bag in a moment. It's quite a bit chilly outside, and there's a cold breeze going down, so it's really nice. It's been a nice evening. I expected it to be colder than what it was, but I actually slept really comfortable, and the sleeping bag with the thermal liner held up really well. We were here about 3 weeks ago, and it was so cold that the water froze and there was dough over the tents in the car, and it was not nice. But last night slept really well. The isolation underneath the tent really helped. But for a 3-season go around bug out bag, size wise, weight wise, the first ASCENT Amplify Downlight is a high recommendation, and it's really worth the money. So go out there, get yourself one, test them out, let me know what your experience are with them. I really like to hear from you guys. But as a personal in the field review, I'm really impressed. Yeah, so all packed up, fireplace is clean, the bedding is there. We're going to leave everything as it is. Usually it's leave no trace, but we decided we're gonna keep this our go-to spot. So we have a couple of ideas we want to do here. Clean it up, make it nice, tent friendly for a couple of people, and this is going to be our go-to weekend place. But all cleaned up, fire's out, we're heading back to the car, going home, priorities. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you will enjoy this as much as I did. I will see you in the next one. Get your gear out, have fun, God bless, be safe. Thank you, bye bye.